Out here in the wilderness, the last thing you want is to be stuck without the right gear. Whether you're headed to your favorite camp spot or just making sure your tires are road trip ready, today we're testing out a new piece of gear that could be a game changer. Whether you're heading out on a long road trip, venturing deep into the wilderness, or just checking out your local campsite, one thing's certain, you gotta be prepared. And today I'm introducing something that should probably be in every adventurer's kit. The Exit 20-volt multifunction air pump. This thing's a game changer. Now don't let its size fool you. This little guy packs a punch. It's small, portable, cordless, and today we're gonna put it through the ringer to see how it performs. Oops. Imagine this, you're out in the middle of nowhere, no cell service, no gas station for miles, and you notice one of your tires is low. And let's be real for a second, a low tire can turn a fun trip into a headache real quick. You don't want to be stuck waiting for hours for a tow, or worse, driving with dangerously low tire pressure. That's where something like this comes in, because if you don't maintain them, even your spare tire could be dangerously low on pressure. Take it from me firsthand. Last time I was out at the land, I got a flat and my spare was low. I had to borrow Steve's spare just to get my truck up and running. With this pump, you've got a solution at your hands. It's small enough to stash in your trunk or gear bag, but powerful enough to inflate your tires, mattresses, kayaks, pretty much anything you might need when you're out and about. Pro tip, if you've got a truck like me, I always keep mine right here. I also keep mine charged up. However, the chances of you having a flat and a dead battery at the same time is probably pretty slim. So the good thing is, you could charge it on the fly using your truck's battery. Most cars these days have USB, so you can charge the battery up and then get yourself back on the road. It's small enough to keep right here behind my back seat, and if you got a car, it'll fit nicely in the trunk. The first things first, let's see what you get right out of the box. That's basically it, along with this battery. Battery has a little push button right here that ejects it. It's a 20-volt battery that you recharge with USB-C. Probably can't see it right now because it's in daytime, but it's also got this button here. You push it and it'll show you how much charge is left on it. Right now, we're a full charge. You basically just slide it in place and it's ready to go. The battery is also, it's the Power Share Freedom, so there's other devices that this brand works with. On the side, you've got the nozzle for high pressure and low pressure. And the great thing is the storage. It's got this little magnet here that helps it stay in place when you're driving or whatever. And up top, it's got the low pressure items. So you pull these attachments out, hook them right here, and that'll be for things like kayaks, mattresses, you know, camping gear. And the high pressure one goes right here. Those are stored on the bottom. Hit that switch and it reveals that. So cool thing about this, pulls out and it's got it all nice and neatly packed away. It's got one for things like basketballs, volleyballs, as well as bike tires. And it's got the one for your car pump as well. And that's really what we're here for. So what's this thing do? We're gonna test it out because I'm about to flatten my tire on my truck. Let's prove this thing works. And I really am out in the middle of nowhere, which kind of sucks. So if this thing doesn't work, Dana, I'll be calling you. Let's check out the modes real quick. Hold the button down for a couple seconds and it lights up. Right here, this is showing you it's on high pressure. You hit the mode and then it goes to low pressure. So that's showing, that looks like a inflatable mattress. All this one looks like a tire. You hit this rotating knob here. This basically tells you how many pounds of pressure you want. Right now I've got it to PSI. You hold it in for a couple seconds and then move this. So it goes bar, KPA, or PSI. Since I'm living in the United States, I only know what PSI is and I don't have a clue as what those other ones are. Now if I scroll this all the way to the right, it's going to stop at, we're over 100. Goes to 150 PSI. Now I'm not exactly sure what would need 150 PSI. Also, if you guys happen to know that, drop a comment. All the tires I'm gonna fill up about 40. Now the main selling point for this is that it goes up to 150 PSI. Now that's gonna be good for car tires, bike tires, sporting goods. Now it's also got the auto shutoff feature. So once it hits the prescribed PSI, it stops. That's gonna be great for multitasking. Now it's also got your digital gauge for real-time accuracy. And on this side, with the press of this button, you got a little LED, because you never know when you're gonna get a flat, and it might come at night. So it's got a pretty straightforward design. It's lightweight, compact, has a rechargeable battery, and it's not gonna take up a lot of space in your trunk or your back seat where I keep mine. Let's start with the big one, the car tire that's low on air pressure. The pump's rated up to 150 PSI, so it should be able to handle this with no problem.
Just look at the way that tire's all squishy.
This nozzle's great and made a very tight seal. A lot of these end up having problems and they're not super tight. I'm gonna set this to 38 and let her rip. Not super loud, and I shouldn't have to touch it again until it's done. And just like that, we're done. I was over at the campsite. It shut off all by itself. No hassle, no mess. I'm gonna add in 2 more pounds. All I did was hit the middle play button. Like that, it started back up. It sounds like it's done already. And then to pop this back in for quick storage. Once around, twice around, right there. You're good to go.
Wait a minute, get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper, underground methods, top-notch hoes, get the most. Ask me how you get like this, how you live like this, why you worry about it?
Bottom came out, one of these popped off. Bonk. And the battery came out too. But will it turn back on after that? Give it a quick dusting. Uh-oh. Looks good. In all reality though, it feels like a really nice solid piece of gear. Brush off a little dirt, you're good to go.
For inflating large air mattresses or stand-up paddle boards, you want to use the attachments up top along with the low pressure settings. This will give a lot of volume. With this, I was able to fill up a 2-person mattress in just over a minute. For those mornings when it's time to abandon camp, just put it on the other side, suck the life right back out of this mattress.
Alright, so after putting the Exit 20-volt cordless multifunction air pump through all these tests, I can confidently say it's a must-have for anyone who spends time outdoors. It's powerful, portable, and reliable. Whether you're inflating tires, mattresses, or sports gear, it gets the job done. But what do you guys think? Drop a comment below, and if you've got one already, let me know if it's working for you. Thanks for checking out the review of this Exit pump here on Beastmode Camping. If you like this sort of content, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. We'll see you next week.
If you like this type of content, make sure you check out our YouTube channel where we have hundreds of videos just like this. If you want to see our newest adventures, be sure to click the subscribe button and ring that bell so you never miss another video.